Welcome to Secular Soup. Stay tuned for real talk about atheism, feminism, politics, parenting, and whatever the fuck else Amy and Amy want to talk about, because this is their show. And get ready for a whole lot of motherfucking profanity.
You want to hear a secret?
I won't tell anybody. Go ahead. If I sit next to you, I'm going to get gonorrhea. It's going to jump into me. Just two ladies hanging out.
Is it okay for me to make fun of his neck waddle if I make fun of my own neck waddle?
I'm not sure.
That's a real ethical conundrum.
Would you know if you were born a lizard person, or can you be like adopted into the...
I think you know.
We're such professionals.
We really are.
Buckle up, bitches. It's time to have some soup.
I'm Amy with a Y.
And I'm Amy with an I.
And we're just two blueberries floating in a bowl of tomato soup. And this week, we're recording a little bit late. It's been quite a week, but this week Amy has some new adventures on Tindr to talk about. And it was so popular the last time we did a Fuck It, I'm on Tindr episode that we thought, let's just start out with that. We probably won't stick with it. We haven't been as on task as we usually are, but
we've had some things going on.
We'll just see how it goes. We've had some shit happening.
Shit happening. I bought a new car, though. That was fun.
It came out of a vending machine.
It came out of a vending machine.
Oh my God.
A coin in. I didn't even record the coolest part because it's shown on a monitor and it's hard to see the monitor on my phone.
Yeah.
But literally this lever goes all the way up and scoops underneath the car and scoops back, and then it goes all the way back down, and then it twists and turns, and then it drops down, and then it slides out, and then it goes into the bay that you're going to drive it out of. It's so cool. After I it's activated by the coin.
Yeah, my 9-year-old watched that video and his eyes were huge and he was just like, oh my God, that's the coolest thing ever. He really enjoyed your video.
Look it up. It's Carvana.
Okay.
They have videos of it online. It's so much fun. They're all over the nation. That's where a gentleman caller got his car. And so he was like, I had a good experience. And so I was like, yeah, sure, I'll try it. And they approved me. And so I'm like, score. But he didn't do the vending machine. And so I did. And it was cool. So that is part of the update also. Is
I'm going to let you take the update.
I don't even know where to begin. I'm not going to go into the whole story. It's a whole big deal, whole big story. But gentleman caller is no more. And so we are no longer together.
He's no longer calling.
We still live together though. So it's super fun at the moment. Actually, it's fine. But it's awkward, but it's fine. And because we still really care about each other, it's just not going to work. And so.
Yeah. So that's that. So that means fuck it, I'm on Tindr.
So that means fuck it, I'm on Tindr because that's how I roll. So literally the next day I downloaded Tindr and I've been talking to people. I'm already bored though, and I haven't even gone out with anyone.
Oh my God.
Amy, they all suck.
I mean, I believe that. Have you gotten any dick pics yet?
No, and I've been begging for them by just being on there and being female.
Yeah, that's how you get them all, right?
Yeah. So I made this hard, fast rule. I was like, I'm not really attracted to gauges, Even though I don't really care. I just decided in my head that was going to be my line.
Right.
This guy I talked to all day today has freaking gauges, and he's adorable, and I like him. So I'm like, never mind. I have no lines, apparently. I have no.
You have to stick to your standards, Amy. Come on.
Okay,
if you have
my
no standards, what are you going to do?
Straight across the board, unrelenting standard is untreated mental illness. Please, please, please do not date me if you have untreated mental illness.
I mean, that's good advice for anybody.
Please.
Just work on yourself first. Like, treated mental illness is fantastic. I have treated mental illness.
Fine.
I struggle with mental illness. That can be dealt with. If you are in total denial about it and refusing to treat it,
if you don't even
move
tell
on
me about it in the year we live together, let's... Not cool.
Let's put the brakes on. Yeah. You need to go into a relationship, understand, I'm not going to date someone and not tell them, well, I'm not going to date someone, period, because I'm an old married lady. But if I were, I'm not going to forget to tell them that I have a horrible intestinal disease that renders me in the hospital frequently. That's not going to slip my mind, nor is it going to slip my mind that I have horrible depression that makes me bedridden for weeks at a time. Like, people need to know that if you're dating them. That's just kind of a,
I have anxiety and stress disorder. I do. I have anxiety, crazy crippling anxiety sometimes.
Yeah.
And, but I was like, hey, guess what? I get really overwhelmed by life. And my brain is an asshole sometimes. Sometimes I need extra love. And that's how I'd phrase it is, can you give me some extra love today? That's it.
And that's fine. Like, you're telling somebody, here's my issues and here's how you can help and here's what I'm doing to try to help myself. And like,
so for future reference, people that are dating, if you are in a relationship or entering a relationship with a lady and you've been diagnosed with something that's fairly serious, let them know. Just let them know.
Or a gentleman, let's be fair. I mean, if you're getting into a relationship with anybody, just give them a heads up. Little heads up.
At all.
You know? Yeah.
Anybody. So, yeah, I really don't have any tales. Yes.
None. I was just going to say, did you hear I got a new cat?
You're such a bitch.
Because she has a tail, so you were talking about tails. Just kidding. She just jumped up on my lap, so I had to mention her again.
What I was going to say is I have no tales from Tindr because I haven't even gone out on a date yet. And I chatted with a couple people and I was bored already. And like there was this one guy today. He's 29, by the way. Real cute.
Ooh. Yeah.
And he was less than a mile away from me while I was at work. I was like, that's cool. That means we can like meet for lunches or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have an hour and a half lunch because, you know, I have a real hard job. So
that's plenty of time.
I know. I was texting him and I was like, I'm so bored of this guy. Like I just stopped responding. And then he was like, let me read it.
Okay. I'll just sit here and pet my cat while I'm waiting. Because she's beautiful. She's probably the most beautiful cat on the planet.
Oh.
I may be biased, but she's fucking gorgeous.
Well, I'm gonna read this text conversation because it's actually gold.
Please
it was
do.
like, "Hi, this is Amy. I'm on lunch until 1 if you're free to chat." And he's just sent back a question mark. I was like, "Is this Blanken Blankenstein?" And he said, "Yes." Who is this? I'm like, "Amy." Oh, I remember. I was like, "Who's Amy? How's your day going?" And I was like, "LOL. It's going pretty well. Thank you. How's yours?" Not bad. It's a beautiful day. It is beautiful. It was like 80 degrees. It rained all last night and it's probably going to rain tonight, but during the day it was beautiful.
Yeah.
And he was like, so tell me what's your plan today? And I was like, work. Then I have a second job, which is this. Then drinks with a friend. How about you? Nice. What do you do? Nothing. Go home and relax. And I told him what I do for a living, which I don't say here. And I said, what do you do? And he told me. And he's a software engineer. Boring. And a professional photographer. I was like, oh, that sounds fun. And he was like, thanks. You seems fun.
No.
Okay.
Honey, no.
29. I mean, he's 29. He's old enough to know grammar. I said,
yes.
I am. I think in order to do a boring job, you have to have a wild streak, LOL. And he said, haha, sure. So what do you do in your free time? I'm like, I enjoy getting to know people, having a drink and talking and see where it goes from there. Oh, I know. He was like, I don't see anything wild about that, LOL. I am wild, they say, LOL. It's a little liberal with LOLs.
Lots of LOLs in there.
Yeah. I said, how so? I'm affectionate. I like to kiss. And I was like, that doesn't seem wild. And he was like, haha, maybe. Hour and a half later, talk to you later, because I just ignored him.
Yeah.
That's
you
it.
know that thing we just mentioned about untreated mental illness? Sometimes when you're in a text-based conversation with someone, there are things you can pick up on that might, you know, alert you to the fact that, and one of those things is being,
I know he was trying to be like lead it
like
into
cute.
dirty talk.
Yeah.
Well, and also like steer it into dirty talk. You can't sit there and tell me you're wild because you're affectionate. Come on, dude.
That's just gross. Yeah.
It's also lame. Like, try better. Do better. Be better.
Yeah, too many LOLs is my pet peeve. I hate it. That's why emojis were created. You do it, but you don't do it constantly. Like, you don't the people that do it after every fucking response, like sometimes I'll be just messaging somebody on Facebook and everything they say is followed up with an LOL. And at a certain point, it's like, what are you laughing at? We're just having a conversation. I don't get it.
Oh, so there's a friend at work. I'm going to come straight out and say it. It's a lady. I know. So
that sounds
we
scandalous.
talk every single day. She's fantastic. She's like one of those like strong, cool people that you just gravitate toward. And I told her about my gentleman caller dilemma the other day. And she straight up sent me a lesbian bondage picture and said, if you bring the rope, I'm in.
As you do.
Straight up sent me the text. I was like, I just looked over at her and gave her a thumbs up. I was like, okay. Like, why not? Why not?
See, that's how you talk about how wild you are.
Dude,
not by
I am
snuggling.
not going to text that to randoms.
No.
But yeah, when I got that text, I was like, what do I do with this? Well, I sent it to you. I didn't send you the extent of it. I cropped out the dirty.
I got the clean version.
Yeah, you got the cleaned up version. There was like a full picture. But yeah, it was like out of nowhere. And I sent that to one of my friends. I'm in this group chat, and I sent it to this group chat. And my lesbian friend messaged me on the side. She was like, so lesbian bondage porn, eh? And I was like, I don't know. And she was like, she's bold. You should go for it.
Nice.
I was like,
seems like good advice. I like it.
So we were going to interview Rich this week too. We can talk about him.
I told him we'd rain check for next week, so let's talk shit endlessly about him so that we can cover it next week when we record him. Because originally
that we need to apologize for.
Exactly. My original plan was to just have me record with Rich because you were having a shit week, and I'm like, she's not going to want to record, and the whole thing. So
I have a bad case of the sad.
Exactly. So favorite Rich.
You know how you get over someone.
By fucking a whole lot of other people.
I'm bored.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's plenty of people out there. I know. You got to try harder. Try better.
I know. You've told me, like you always tell me, there's plenty of dicks in the sea.
Oh, there's so many dicks in the sea, man. They're just floating everywhere. It's kind of disgusting.
They really need to clean up the Gulf of Mexico.
It's so gross.
It's getting a little
like
out of
biohazard at this point. Can you imagine that being your job, just with like one of those garbage collectors, just picking dicks up off the beach
with like those Reachy claws, and then some of them been in the water long enough it's like gooshing in.
And they're all waterlogged and pruny. Oh god, that's a horrible nightmare. Now I'm gonna have nightmares.
This just made my day. This is fantastic.
Gross. One of you out there is artistic. You should illustrate that somehow. Just make a nice big portrait-sized picture.
Some of them are like tinged with gray. Some of them are green.
Yeah. Just the dick beach. We need to see this.
Some have animals living inside of them, so when you pull it out,
oh my god! Oh my god! Raccoons living in there. Just raccoons burrowed into it. Made their own little den.
Family. They've pulled them. The beavers have pulled them together to make a dam. It's a goddamn dick dam. I had to say it as soon as it popped into my brain.
Oh my god. A beaver dam made out of dicks. That's perfect.
That is my new favorite thing.
Yeah. Beaver dams made out of dicks. I love that. Oh my god.
Yes.
Speaking of Rich. Rich.
Yeah.
Rich was
sorry you had your
enough.
moment. We're not even gonna start a rumor about you now because we've moved on.
Well, I felt a little bad because I slandered him on the last episode, and then I actually asked him to do free work for us by recording an episode, and he agreed to it.
It's a pity ask. Well, he wants to defend his honor, probably.
True. Well, I told him
he's going to be like, "Yes, I'll come on and be super nice to you." Listen, bitch.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
As he does.
I told him we were going to geek out over Game of Thrones. So, did you watch the Game of Thrones, by the way? Oh my god, no spoilers. We can't spoil it, but so maybe we should say like, if you're going to watch it, this is the part where you shut it off, and then we can just discuss it, and then people won't get mad about spoilers.
No, they should be able to still listen to our show.
God damn it!
I don't even want to do that. I don't even want to have spoilers.
Such a boring.
Because maybe somebody has like they're kneading bread, and they have like egg whites on their hands, and they can't get to their phone, and they just
in time to pause it, and then they accidentally hear about it. Yeah,
and then we're like, Bruce Willis was dead the whole time. It's like, fuck.
Yeah. Or they're on the beach picking up dead dicks, and they've got these heavy gloves on their hands, and they've got the phone in the pocket.
How do you get those? You have to get those gloves off very specifically.
And even after you get them off, do you want to touch your phone after that? Because even though you had gloves on, those germs are getting through the gloves, and
you know how dicks are about getting.
You don't want nasty dick juice all over your phone. Oh my god! Yes. So Game of Thrones is amazing. I don't know how people have avoided spoilers, but apparently they have. So I loved the end.
I didn't see it until Monday, and then
was it spoiled for you by the time you watched it?
It was not.
Okay.
I saw some memes, and I kind of had a hint of the end part, but I didn't know like the whole show was in.
Yeah, you didn't know about Ned Stark coming back to life and fighting off the zombies
and then Harry Potter was there for some reason. It was so cool.
And Hermione. I mean, it turns out that Daenerys is Hermione. Like, they're the same character, but
I'd actually
she shapeshifts.
I kind of freaking
so she can ride the dragons. I'm rewatching the series right now and deciding I don't like her. I thought I liked her. I don't like her.
So I really liked her at the beginning. I was talking about this with GC, but so I really, really liked her on the other side of the world.
Yeah.
I hate her there.
I didn't even like her then.
I liked that she was like taking back power and setting slaves free. And, I liked that. I thought that was a cool arc. I hate her on the other side of the world because she's never going to let go of power, ever.
No.
There's no way she's going to step aside for anyone.
No.
So he's going to end up having to like fight her and, or kill her.
Yeah, but
which would be an interesting thing.
People are talking about that, but at the same time, Jon Snow is not interested. So, one spoiler, neither of them died in the last episode, so there you go. But Jon has never wanted the power, whereas she wants the power. So, yeah, I could see Jon being like, you have it, I don't care.
That's
like, you
true.
can be the queen or whatever, but
she's not going to rule. I don't think she would.
She's not going to give him a say in it.
Well, she's also not going to be benevolent.
No,
she is going to be a vicious, vicious ruler.
There are signs, even from I just got into season 2, so I rewatched all of season 1, and now I'm into season 2. But if you really watch her, she spends all of her time just being super entitled and not listening to the advice of people around her ever. And to a certain extent, okay, that's what a leader needs. A leader needs to have vision and do some things that are outside of the box. But at the same time, she's really kind of a bitch to everybody around her who tries to give her any sort of advice.
Right.
And it backfires spectacularly a lot of the time. So as much as I want to love her and be this...
When her baby gets killed?
Yes.
Because she was horrible to that lady?
You got tricked by that witch, and then you burned her because you were stupid. That woman... tried that was the first thing that was really, you're gonna light her on fire now? That's wow. If you really wanted to show how benevolent you were, you would
cool story, bro.
Take her in as part of your tribe or do something, but just awful. So yeah, I was really happy when the dragons killed her with fire in episode 3. Oh wait, I'm just kidding. No, episode 3, my husband has not watched it yet because he wants to wait till the whole season's done and then he can just binge all of them. So it is killing me to live in a house with somebody who hasn't seen it.
How do you even do that?
And I can't say anything about it, and it's going to drive me insane. I don't know. How I do it is I get on Facebook and discuss it with other people. I can't. No.
I haven't talked about it with anybody. Well, there's a couple people at work that are like, have you seen it yet? I'm like, okay, yes, we can talk.
Yeah.
But then there was this one guy who was like, I haven't seen it yet. And we were like, damn it, Wesley, come on.
Yeah, just fucking catch up. I usually watch it Monday mornings. I watched it on Sunday night on purpose because I knew it was going to be a big episode and I knew people were going to be talking about it. So I sucked it up and I stayed up until 9 o'clock and I watched it. And that was a huge, sacrifice for me. I don't stay up till 9 o'clock. So
you need your sleep.
The things I do for people, I really do.
Dogs barking. So, so I knew that person at work, the Wesley guy, was going to be my friend early on. Day 1, we were all given name tags, sticky name tags, because it was 30 people at once. It was a group hiring because it's a startup. So we're given sticky name tags, and we're all just sitting in the break room waiting for them to show us to our desk and stuff. And so we're all sitting there, and he has his name tag on him, but he's holding the name Ingrid in his hand. And she comes, that lady comes in the room and she's sitting there and she's like, I don't have a name tag. And he was like, oh, I have it. I have your name tag or whatever. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, do you get mistaken for Ingrid often? And he laughed. And I was like, okay, cool. We're friends. And so from then on, I called him Ingrid for a week and a half.
I love it.
And he was like, stop. And I was like, I don't even know
I would
your name.
never stop. I'd be calling him Ingrid from here until the end of time. You don't give up that joke.
No, it's a good one. But he laughed and Ingrid didn't. And now I know why, because she's just one of those
Ingrid's a bitch.
Course, yeah. She's fantastic. She is the epitome older lady who she has all the answers you need. Mm-hmm. If you ask the right questions, she has the key to the universe, basically. But she is not going to take her time and waste her energy on laughing. So
I disagree. I don't like Ingrid.
Oh, that's fantastic, though.
I mean,
well, I can't share this with anyone at work ever now.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
I wasn't going to. So yeah, it was this whole I call him. I was like, I don't even know your name, and he finally told me his name. I was like, I'm probably not gonna remember it. I'm still gonna call you Ingrid. And he was like, oh. So
now I would just purposely not commit it to memory. I would just be like, you can tell me, but I'm not going to remember because your name is Ingrid.
Yeah. I mean, he's pretty fantastic. If anyone was going to listen to my show on the whole floor, it would probably be Wes.
Well, your whole job is to recruit Patreon donors from your workplace.
I am aware of this. I am aware. That's why I change jobs so often. I am aware.
Exactly.
That is my sole purpose.
You can only get so many people out of each company. So once you've gotten all the ones you can, you got to move on to somewhere else. So
right.
Yeah.
So, and I'm still working on trying to figure out a way to get super great guest back on the show from my last job.
Ooh,
because he's fantastic.
He was really amazing. I
know.
I love.
We need him to tell like his whole story again because he's just awesome.
Yes, I need to hear his life story. I need to talk about geeky stuff more. He was into all the cool dorky stuff. He's just a very chill guy. I like him. Yeah,
Me too.
I had asked you if he was on Facebook or something because I'm like, I want to be his friend, and I was very disappointed that he wasn't because now I can't be his friend. But yeah,
you have to be cool. IRL friend.
Yep,
like me.
Well, we have several kind of guests lined up, and by lined up, I mean we have no actual concrete plan as to when we're going to have them on, but they've all agreed that they would be okay with coming on at some point. So we've got Embrace the Void, we've got Fifth Favorite Rich.
Embrace the Void. That's going to be fantastic.
Oh yeah,
and How to Heretic.
Embrace the Void.
You got
How to Heretic.
Mark and what's his face?
I got Uncle Mark. Yeah, Uncle Mark agreed to it. Dan.
Nice.
Dan from Dan is Dan.
I know who it is. It's Dan. I listened to TGIA way back when. I know Dan.
You're very convincing when you play dumb, so you can't string me along like that.
Play? Okay.
Exactly. We had an email exchange, and Uncle Mark said they would love to do that. It's just that I can't get my shit together and plan. So we've got that. Then we were going to have Dr. Dylan's wife on to talk about homeschooling because that topic fascinates me.
Yes.
I would kind of like to have Jesse, one of our patrons, on, who I talk to on Twitter all the time, just to fight about politics because he's like super socialism way more than I am, and I think it would be fun to maybe fight that out a little bit. So I have all these ideas in my head. I just haven't brought any of them to fruition yet because I'm a procrastinator. Right. What do you want? Although I did today, so when people are listening to this, it won't be today, but on Thursday, today, I released one of my old Heathen Hot Dish episodes onto Patreon. So if you're a patron, you can hear one of my original episodes from Heathen Hot Dish that I did back in 2016 with my friend Justin. I re-listened to it today. It was fantastic. Not in a way, not like entertaining or high quality with the sound or anything, but it's interesting to hear my own voice from 2 years ago. Well, more like 3 years ago. So yeah, become a patron. You can listen to that shit.
How did your voice change?
It didn't. It was just as delightful. But it's interesting to hear my views from 3 years ago.
Oh, you said views. Yeah. I thought you said voice. I'm like, your voice hasn't changed, Amy. That's not what happens.
As far as you know.
Like, a woman doesn't reach a certain age and her voice gets like higher or lower. I mean, early on, yes, but not at like 40. No.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not sure.
Because I feel like that's a thing that could happen. Yeah, no, I was trying to get Justin to... resurrect the Heathen Hot Dish podcast because we had a good time, but he's like, yeah, no, he's just decided he's too cynical and angry and grumpy old manish to start doing it again. But
Justin
he did agree.
Was on one of our early episodes.
Yeah, he was on episode 7, which everybody should check out because he actually has a fascinating backstory.
He has a good backstory.
He really does. It's very interesting. But he did agree to let me release all of the Heathen Hot Dish episodes as patron-only content.
Oh, that's fantastic. You should tell me these things before you announce it.
Why? You're going to forget in 2 seconds and start calling me Ingrid. I mean, we all know the truth.
It's fair, Wesley.
Plus, I found out, like, literally this morning, so...
No, and you did send me a text. So...
I did. I informed you of one thing, so there you go.
Yeah, you already told me.
No, I had to go through the episode I released today, though, and edit it myself to edit out all of my coughing, because we did not have an editor on Heathen Hot Dish.
And we have an amazing editor here.
Yeah, and we didn't know what we were doing, so it was just raw audio, and there were a ton of times where I'm just like, right into the microphone, and I had to, sit and tediously pull all of those out of the audio, so... But yeah, one episode's up, more to come. We'll just see how long it takes me to post them. Become a patron. You can listen. It's fantastic. Plus, I'm in more serious mode. Like on here, we have a lot of fun on the Secular Soup podcast. Whereas Heathen Hot Dish is a little more serious. So, yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. I was looking at, what are we We are at 27 minutes. So I had pulled up my list of random topics because I have a list of random topics. And one of them is to... It literally just says here on my list, tell Amy my Mormon missionary story.
Oh, yes. You need to tell me that.
Have I ever told you my Mormon missionary story?
You've never told me that story.
So I was in college at one point. Never graduated, but that's beside the point. So I'm living in Minneapolis, living the life, being cool in college. Got a job at a kiosk in the mall, which was the most amazing thing in the world to me at the time. It was a really stupid job, but worked at a mall kiosk. So one day, I'm at my mall kiosk where the thing that we sold at the kiosk was handmade mittens and educational toys.
What?
No fucking idea. The guy who owned the kiosk sold handmade mittens and educational toys. Don't know where he got that combo from, but whatever. That's what we sold. Nobody ever bought them, so I just got to sit at this kiosk all day and read. We didn't have phones back then. So anyway, sitting there minding my business, and these two, women who looked about my age, because I was, 18 at the time, and they come up to the kiosk, and they start chatting me up a little bit about, oh, these mittens are handmade. These are really nice. Who makes these? Where do they come from? They're looking at the educational toys, and these are awesome. And they're just, doing the regular socializing, which you may not have noticed, but I can usually start talking to anybody at any time.
Weird.
I know. And they start talking about, they asked me if I was in college, and I said I was, and I told them where I go because I'm from a small town and I'm too stupid not to tell people things about me. But they were like, oh, we're having this get together, and it's probably close to the campus where you are. But yeah, we're just going to have a bunch of people over, a bunch of girls. It's going to be fun. We're going to sit around. And have you ever heard of the Book of Mormon? And at this point, I'm like, oh, shit. I legit liked these two. I thought, I'm new to the city. I don't have a ton of friends around here. These two seem really cool. I like them. But then they pull out the Book of Mormon, and then I get all awkward because I'm like, I'm from Minnesota, and I can't be mean to people, and I have to just let them keep talking without telling them I'm not interested. And if I tell them I'm not interested, I have to do it in such a way as to not make them sad. So yeah, I think I just let them go on about the Book of Mormon, let them give me a free Book of Mormon, told them maybe I'd come to their thing they were having. But man, they were good. They were very enthusiastic and friendly and
trained in marketing skills. It's called Heart Cell.
Yeah.
And they do. They're good.
It's scary. I look back on it and think, wow, I was easily manipulated by two Mormons. They probably could have signed me up if they wanted to, because but no, it was just
Do you like stuff and things?
Do you like free popcorn? Because
have I got a deal for you?
We could give you some free popcorn. How do you feel about free books? We're just giving books away. How do you feel about
Jell-O? Are you a fan of Jell-O?
I mean, you look like you have a really shitty job here, and you could use some more fun in your life. So, you want to hang out with us cool chicks? Honest to God, the first thing I thought when I figured out they were trying to recruit me for something, I thought they were trying to get me into a sorority because of the whole college angle. And I'm thinking, are these two from a sorority? And because I had no interest in being in sororities, and I was like, ugh, I don't want to do that. But no, it was just the sorority of Mormon women, I guess. So if I had said yes to them, my whole life would have taken a radically different turn, and maybe we'd be doing a Mormon podcast right now.
Nope, not with me.
Are you sure? Because maybe...
yeah. Okay, so let me explain something to you. This is probably going to be hard to hear, so brace yourself.
Probably.
My life trajectory was not directly or indirectly affected by yours.
What?
I know.
Everybody's it.
I understand that's how you feel, but that's not reality or the truth.
But everybody I know, their trajectory is impacted by what I do and do
Totally
not do.
Understand where you're coming from, but that's not true. I know.
That's weird. We live in the same country, though.
I know. And we have the same president. Hail leader. So, yeah, if you had become Mormon and lived as a Mormon, I still would have left the church.
Really? Even if I was there to influence you to stay? Because if I had joined, maybe I would have come to Texas and you would have been like, this lady is cool as shit. I want to keep being her friend. And if I leave the church, I can't.
And I would have kept being your friend. as I left the church.
Well,
I stayed friends with cool Mormons as I left.
See, I feel like I'm the kind of person that I would have just cut you off completely and been like,
Probably.
fuck her.
You're a
She
bitch.
left Mormonism. Fuck her. She
You
can
hung
be
up on me
her
on
own.
Skype like 2 times before I actually was able to call
whatever.
you.
Amy is rewriting history again. So.
And then I sent you a message. I'm like, hey, why aren't you answering? I very sweetly, I'm like, excuse me, my lady, why are you not answering? I didn't say that. I said, excuse me, my lady, why
said,
are you
why
not
you not
responding?
answer?
No, I said, why are you not responding to the Skype call that I'm trying to make to you? I inquire of this. And you
that's
said,
exactly
new phone,
how it
who
read.
dis? Literally, your response was new phone, who dis?
I've been waiting to say that for someone over text for so long, and I keep
said
forgetting
that to my
do
brother.
it. I keep forgetting. So, like, just today, I'm like, right when you sent that, I'm like, I can use this right now in this moment. I'm so excited. Yeah. I've been waiting. I've been waiting to pull it out.
He'll send me pictures of his kids, and I'll be like, new phone, who dis? Because I'm an awesome aunt.
It's so dorky, but it's so fun. It's such a fun
so
little
much
prank.
fun.
I just
It's
enjoy
really
it.
fun. Yes, I agree. I solidly and soundly agree.
Yeah.
And I could not have been more proper. I used the Oxford comma and everything.
Oh,
and you were like, new phone, who dis? And yeah, and then I whitewashed
Oxford
history because
You even had an
one
emoji. I
was
mean, you
ever
properly used an
something.
emoji. Yeah.
I properly
I'm just
used
a
an
bitch. I
emoji.
can't-
I didn't say LOL 16 times
No.
like other people
No.
we've mentioned on this show. But yeah,
Yep. Yeah.
Rich. Jeez.
Rich is constantly doing that because he's just not that bright. I mean,
He'll say, no, that's so mean.
oh, God, I mean, it was really,
I do not at all agree with these statements because I'm the nice Amy.
oh, Rich knows we love him. He's
I
so
know, he
wonderful. I could have asked any number
gonna
of
come
people
on this
to
show and
record
just
with
scream
me, but
fuck
I
you
thought,
for like an hour.
no, I'm going to record with Rich because I care about people and making them feel
She
good about
could have
themselves.
asked Michael. You guys
I
are all
totally
really
could have asked
grateful.
Michael.
She didn't ask Michael.
Yeah. Michael would have done it. Totally.
Yeah, in a second.
I could have asked Maddie again. She would have come and punned this entire thing up.
Maddie's fantastic. So.
Yeah, she's always looking for a chance to say puns when I'm not suspecting. I could have gotten my new cat who's taking a nap on me right now. She could have done it, but no. I asked Rich.
Yeah,
so.
I have been sent a picture of this or tagged in a picture or whatever. I don't know. I've already seen her cat.
Are you sure? Because I can send another pic. I just took a new one.
Oh, goodness.
I took my fucking cat to the vet, and I was trying to find all of these low-cost spay-neuter options, and they all failed on me miserably, so I just took her to the regular vet that we go to, thinking, because they're like, well, we need to see her first, and then in 2 weeks after that, we can do a spay, and I'm like, all right, and I knew the spay was going to cost like $300, so I'm like, God damn it, I'm going to have to pay this $300. So I take her to the vet to have her exam. They charged $150 just for that exam and 2 vaccinations. Plus, then I had to pay the other $150 I owed them for killing my other cat. Because as it turns out, $150 is the cost to murder a cat. Rich would have done it for free. I don't know why they're charging me money.
I thought that was the...
He set everything in motion
You straight
somehow.
up seduated.
No, he's the one that made the cat sick. So then I had to take her to the vet and they had to put her to sleep for $150. But he's the one that got my 9-year-old to poison her so that we'd have to take her in
Do you know
and,
that she is actually
get her
going to
snuffed
stay
out.
in that condition for 150 years too?
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's $1 a year.
What if the
Their
White
gift to
Walkers
you.
come and they need a dead cat army to attack Winterfell?
Okay,
Could they raise her from the dead?
those creatures are the creepiest things ever.
Oh, fuck yeah. They scare the
Zombies
shit
creep me
out
out
of
more than anything, and those are like ice zombies, and they are freaky.
Yeah, it's not just the zombies, it's the White Walkers themselves, the ones with the long rock star hair that just, oh my
they're
God.
hot.
They're kind of hot, but they're terrifying because
No,
they
they're
always have that scary look on their face looking straight ahead.
I like that level of fear when I'm dating someone, you know, that just like, are they going to murder me and then make me come reanimate me? Ooh,
Yeah.
I don't know. It might happen.
If they do reanimate you, can you attack Jon Snow and maybe kill Daenerys Targaryen and become
Wow,
Jon
you
Snow's
took
new
a turn.
zombie
I
lover?
was
Because
just
I'd be
going-
up for that.
I've
been writing a whole bunch of-
Jon Snow as myself.
I'm
And
writing
just do
a
it that
ton
way.
of Game of Thrones fan fiction where you play the starring role as Jon Snow's evil
Zombie
redheaded
lover?
lover. Yeah. So
That's fantastic.
yeah. Oh God. Okay. So
All right. Do you have a question?
yeah, I was gonna say we're only 37 minutes in, but I have to be up at 5 o'clock in the fucking morning tomorrow. So yeah, and I still need to eat all the food in my house because I'm starving. Pick a random number. Pick a number that you haven't picked before.
I always pick the same ones, don't I? 42.
Okay. I turn 42 in 2 weeks. Fun fact. Let's see. Okay. Oh, well, this one's interesting. I know exactly how you're going to answer it, but question 42. How would you react if you were to learn that your mate had had a lover of the same sex before you knew each other? Dun, dun, dun.
I mean, that doesn't bother me at all because that was my reality, and it literally doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah, that's just
zero bothers me.
That's a lame question
because it's this literally is the same thing to me as any other relationship, and as long as it doesn't continue into your relationship like any other, then it doesn't matter.
Well, not only that, but if you have a significant other who's had sex with other humans before you, it really shouldn't matter of what persuasion those humans were, because
exactly
you're not going to get the cooties all over yourself.
It's
no
zero
matter what.
Matters.
Yeah,
you might
sexy time is sexy time. I mean,
you might catch the gay.
Well, the thing is, we're all catching the gay.
It's now airborne.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, though. We're all gonna get it either way. So don't spend your time worrying about if your partner had sexy time with someone of the same sex.
I'm a little nervous that I'm gonna catch the gay by answering texts.
Oh, you already caught the gay. You caught all the gays already. Yeah, it's probably Marissa's fault. I heard she spreads the gay around. That's what she told me. No. She's going to be speaking at Skepticon, so...
She is, and we're going to be there.
Yes, we are, and I'm going to try to get myself a kick-ass workshop speaking spot. I probably won't get it, but we'll see.
Added 2 more people to my car.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
Do you have an official carpool going now?
Apparently, but, I don't know if I'm driving or if someone else is driving. I don't even know. But it's happening.
I'm going with...
Because my friend is moving back down here from, I don't know where he is, somewhere north. Mm-hmm. And he was like, place. Oh, I want to go. Yeah. I was talking to him the other day, and he was like, I want to go. And I was like, cool. You want to ride? Yeah. You want to ride with me and my friend in my car? And he was like, yeah. So...
And did you tell him that you might be a White Walker zombie by then, and he should proceed with caution?
I'm pretty sure he knows this.
Okay, good. Also,
I told him that I am going to try to lure Heath to myself.
Should I bring the ramen noodles, or are you going to bring the ramen?
Yes, please. And he is solidly on board with that plan. So, game on, bro.
Do we cook the ramen first? Or do we bring it in the dry packages? Like, how do we best lure him out?
No. Cooked ramen would be best. Already seasoned. Mm-hmm. And then just, like, spread out. So then he's just, like, eating the noodles.
Okay.
And so...
No, that makes perfect sense. Yeah.
Right.
And then we lure him into the ocean where his dick falls off and it washes up on a beach somewhere and there's raccoons living in it. And
all of these things.
This is going to make a great TV show.
A whole family of raccoons. Whole family. You didn't answer the question. Oh, well, you kind of did answer the question. You said
I don't give a shit at all. That makes no sense.
I don't
to me.
Either.
No.
Well, because what happened before has zero to do with the now.
Yeah,
that's just the way it is.
Well, it's like if the people you had sex with before had blonde hair and you don't, does that mean you're going to catch the blonde hair somehow? I don't see how it makes any difference whatsoever.
I could pull off blonde.
No, you couldn't. You got to stick with red. Yeah.
I'm gonna, because I'm too lazy to maintain.
To be fair, I can't pull off blonde.
So I wear my hair up at work daily because I'm lazy and I don't brush it. So I wear my hair up at work. And today I put on makeup. I felt really good. I came into work with a spring in my step. I felt good today for some weird reason, because I really shouldn't, but I do.
But that's good.
And so I came into work. I was like feeling great, and I had my hair down. And people are like, "Oh, your hair looks great. Did you dye it?" Like, it's literally been this color since I came here. It's the same. This is my natural color. And they're like, "You look fantastic. It looks so much better than when it's up." I'm like, "Okay, cool."
Thanks.
Then halfway through the day, I pulled it back up. They're like, "We really liked it down." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sure you liked it better down. I don't, because I'm working and I don't care." So
I feel like they need a lesson in Basic Feminism 101. Just let women wear their hair however the fuck they want.
She's an old Russian woman. She is never going to change.
Okay, then I give him a pass. I went to work one time. I had been working at a clinic. I had been working there for like 2 years, and I had a short haircut, like a bob, not super short, but like a bobbed haircut. I showed up on Halloween one time dressed up as a witch, and I had a long wig to go with it, like down past my boobs wig that I had gotten, I think, from my mom, who sold wigs at the time. Long story. But people were actually going, "Did you do something different with your hair?" And they were serious. And I'm just looking at them going, "Do you know me at all? Like, my hair was actually like 15 inches shorter than this yesterday. Do you think I grew it overnight? I don't." Oh,
like, seriously, bros?
I could see if it were long and then I showed up and it was short. That makes sense. I could have cut it off, but you can't grow your hair overnight that long. It's physics. It's physics, but whatever.
Right. Well, you could also get extensions, but
not back then. This was like in the early aughts. It wasn't as commonplace.
Brittany was doing it.
Yeah, but I lived in rural Minnesota, and everything takes a solid 5 years to get here after it's been trendy everywhere else. Yeah.
Fair.
I would like to read our patrons because we have some lovely patrons and we need more. So, like I said, you want to get in on that heathen hot dish action because it's amazing. We have a whole discussion about...
I mean, yes, but also ramen.
That too, yeah. We've got the ramen, we've got the conspiracy chowder. Speaking of which, I think we need to do our next conspiracy chowder on vaccinations.
Oh, so there was this person at work. I actually sent you a text and you didn't know why.
As usually happens, yeah.
Yeah, it was like Masons and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And so she's like scared of the Masons. This chick is crazy. Like, she believes the monster lady. Like, every time I come in with a monster, she was like, I just don't even mess with that stuff. So it makes me so tempted to come in with monsters like every day.
Oh, do it, yeah.
I do often, but then my heart starts racing. My blood pressure's real high because my stress level's through the fucking roof.
Right.
Yeah, but when she's like literally believes that monster would summon demons.
Nice.
So the Masons and the women version, I can't remember the name. I sent you the text. That's why I send you these texts.
Okay.
Because my brain doesn't work.
I have no memory of this.
So we'll scroll back. We'll find it. Somewhere. Me neither.
Okay.
It's there.
Yeah, somewhere. I got into a real.
But yeah, that one's a good one too.
Yeah, I got into a
vaccinations. We all know it causes all of the things.
We do, but man, some of the crazy I've seen on Facebook in the past few days just takes it to a whole new level. Like, and by crazy, I mean that it turns out vaccinations are going to kill all of us. I don't know. I feel like we should warn people about that. I thought it was
the chemtrails and the gay frogs, too.
It's all tied in. It's the same one world government doing it.
Okay.
Anyway, so our patrons, yes. Listen to our patron-only content. It's fantastic. You're getting something for your money. You're not getting the regular Muggle episode. So we've got several different levels. The first level is tomato soup, $1 a month. That's only $12 a year, people. That is Tris, Dan Bongino Can Eat a Dick, Jesse, Dumb All Over Podcast, Dino, Matt, Kristen, Cowbell, Steven and Cindy. Thank you all so very much. $2 a month chicken noodle level. We have got Tashby, which I still don't know how to pronounce correctly because I'm terrible. Keith, Liz Satan, Sarah, Verlaine is... I don't know if that's the name I read every week because I know their real name, but we're going to go with Verlaine, Rebecca, Kimberly, Nathan Dickey. We're going to record with him on Sunday. I just remembered that, so...
Yes, we are. We're helping him relaunch Leap of Doubt.
Leap of Doubt podcast. We're very, very excited. We're going to try to stay serious, and Nathan's a smart guy, and he actually talks about important things, so we're going to try to be on our best behavior. We'll see how that goes.
It's going to be really, really hard to try to be not nice because we're nice. We're
right.
Yes. Non-interrupty.
Yes, I've heard that we do that. I'm not sure I believe it, but people have said it, so I guess.
I went back and listened to the episode we did with No Illusions, which was a fantastic episode, but I interrupted him a lot, like a lot. Because I was so excited to be on with him that I wanted to talk over him.
So he's probably never going to come on our show then, probably. We'll just have to get Heath by himself.
He's already been here, so fuck that. Yeah, we will.
That's true.
What am I going to do with him when I get Heath by himself? What then?
The fan fiction is going to be crazy. Yeah.
The pictures are going to be epic.
$3 beef noodle soup level. back to business. We've got, speaking of which, Freethinker215 and Lisa Simpson support American Atheists, which is a long-ass name for me to read. Freethinker215, thank you very much. Freethinker215 increased his support from $2, I think it was $2.02 to $3.33. So yeah, That's
fantastic.
You can customize your amount, people. You can do that. So he's doing $3.33 a month. I think that is fantastic. Mm-hmm. And your best friend Jeannie from your other job that this is why you have new jobs, so you can steal people to be our patrons. Yes. So thank you, Jeannie.
I love Jeannie. She's great.
She seems super cool.
She is super cool, and she's really nice.
Yeah. I can tell just from like her comments and her picture. I'm judgy. She seems really cool. $4 a month, which is, I believe,
she looks so Christian, though.
She does. She looks very wholesome.
She's one of those people that looks so Christian and wholesome, and then you start talking to her, and you're like, damn.
And that's why she seems even cooler, because
you are our people.
Mm-hmm. $4 a month, we've got Sarah and Elvin Engineer. Thank you all so much. I talked to Sarah on Twitter now. Speaking of which, follow our Twitter, people. I need more Twitter followers. I need to crack 200.
I'm already there. Calm down.
Yeah, right. I think you're lying about that whole thing. At the
I have one. It's just anonymous.
$5 a month level. So you don't have one then, is what you're saying.
Yes, I do. It has the best picture ever, BTW.
Okay.
Okay, right. I'm gonna out myself here.
Uh-oh.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I'm never on Twitter anyway. Yeah. So it has a homeopathic bicycle, and it's just a dude lying on the ground.
Oh my God.
It's my favorite picture ever. It even says homeopathic bicycle.
That's fantastic.
I said it was the best picture ever. It's the most fantastic picture ever. So yeah.
Oh my God. Is the homeopathic measles vaccine just measles?
No, it's water with measles in it.
Water with measles mixed in. That makes sense.
Homeopathic has to have water in it.
True. Well, the human body has water in it.
No.
Guess we're all homeopathic.
Mine does.
It's science,
You
bitch.
just blew my mind. Science.
Okay. At the $5 a month level, She Crab Soup, we've got Alice at the Ask and Tell Project, who did a very cool article that you can find on our Facebook page. Mm-hmm. We've got Dr. Dylan, Medical Detective.
Better than 95% of our post, as I got today. I got a notification of that.
Because it's better than 95% of our posts. So
that's true. It's mostly just memes.
Yeah. Dr. Dylan, Medical Detective, Marissa, Alexa McCool, Jerry, and Alan. Thank you. Oh, and Andy, who I keep forgetting to mention at the $5, because Patreon system still has not bumped him up to the right tier so that I can read it correctly. But thank you so much, Andy. At the $10 a month level, where you can get your own personalized soup bowl with dicks on it or not, we've got Wendy, Yesh, Larry Yellingman, and sixth favorite, Rich. We'll go with that. I still owe Wendy a bowl. So Wendy, I am working on your bowl. $20 a month, which is the premier blueberry soup level. You can support us for a mere $20 a month and get all of this wonderful, delightful extra content right into your ear holes. We've got our favorite patron, Ashley.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, favorite patron, Ashley. We've got Randall. We've got Nathan. Turns out we know two Nathans, and we don't know how to properly message them. Okay. We just think they're the same guy.
That was one time.
Sorry about that, Nathans. Turns out you're both generic white dudes, and we're terrible people. So this Nathan, though, our $30 a month Nathan, our $30 a month Nathan is apparently working on a chart of some kind where he can track
the rich. He's going to do the rich
rankings.
Chart.
Yes, he's going to track where Rich has gone in the rankings.
Yeah, so we're doing the recording with Nathan Dickey, as we said, for the Leap of Doubt podcast, and I sent a message. Nathan, our $30 a month patron, Nathan sent us a message, a group message, and then I sent a message in response to him for Nathan Dickey confirming a time to record our episode. And then I was like, oops, wrong Nathan. And Amy was like, now he knows we're cheating with other Nathans. I'm like, oh my God. Like, it's really
We have so many Nathans on the side. Yeah.
It was literally going on at the exact same time because
it was
super
pretty weird
important and busy.
Yeah.
And seriously, it's funny because we'll be laying in bed some nights and my phone is just blowing up. And Gentleman Caller will be like, your phone is just going crazy. It's like blowing up. And I'm like, yeah. Because I know it's all just like secular soup shit or my group chat. That's it. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not, it's nothing important and I don't care.
Yeah, I've had to turn off most notifications on my phone because some of them are just like, I don't care if somebody messaged me on Facebook. I'll get to it when I get to it. I'll look at it. Like,
you do. I text you though.
I don't need, texting is the only thing I actually get alerts for. Everything else I've just shut off notifications because like that's how I live my life, you know? I'll see the shit on Twitter when I get on Twitter. I don't need to know somebody Twittered something at me. Whatever. I still need to mention our top patron.
Yes, you do.
Who we need to squeeze more money out of somehow. I just haven't figured it out yet. So at $30.02 a month, we have I Demand a new Patreon tier. I'm working on that new Patreon tier. It's probably going to be $500 a month. Not sure what kind of rewards you'll get to that, but when I set it up, I will let you know, Wayward Willis. And then you can give us $500 a month of your hard-earned money. So if you would like to become a patron, go to...
Hey, John, you want to.
You want to give us so much money, John. I mean, we need to buy prom dresses for Skepticon, and you can't just...
I mean, technically, I have a dress that's really, really hot.
But you need a new one. Yeah, you need a new one, and then once you get the new one, you need to get the lipstick to match it, and then you have to get the nail polish that matches the lipstick, and then you need the little handbag to go with it.
You are going to unfriend me immediately. You're going to unfriend me immediately. Like, seriously, you're going to. So, when I packed up my bathroom, I packed up all of my nail polish and everything. I have no idea where it is, and I have not had nail polish or used nail polish since January.
Oh my
I know. It's me.
God, how can you let yourself go like that? I mean,
I shower.
I
I don't brush my hair. No. I sometimes slap lipstick on, but
I don't even do that. The most I do is I like to always have toenail polish on, but I haven't painted my nails in forever. Oh, here comes my new cat lady Shoo Shoo to yell into the microphone.
Okay, let me read the outro.
Say hi to everyone, Shoo Shoo. Say hi. They don't know I have a new cat. Okay, read the outro.
So much fun. Okay, and that's all we've got for now. Thanks to all our fabulous listeners who put up with us droning on week after week. And if you enjoy our delightful bitchcraft, please like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and send us all your monies on Patreon. You can find us on those platforms by using the Google machine. It's not hard. This week, your donations will go to, apparently, a pedicure for me. And if you want to tell the world how awful this episode was, join our Secret Soup Talk Facebook group. If you want to tell us to fuck off personally, you can send an email to secularsouppodcast@gmail.com. Please rate and review us on iTunes, Facebook, and wherever else you review things like this. It will help us spread the soup gospel far and wide. And hey, tell your friends. Yes, please do. As always, we'll leave you with the vocal stylings of Mr. Eli Bosnick.
Secular soup creed. Soup is the ultimate virtue. It's delicious, nutritious, patriarchy smashing, racism fighting, warm and fuzzy, human affirming, fun having, anti-theist, glitter throwing, tummy satisfying, pair of new shoes fulfilling, diversity seeking, happiness. Minestrone, beef and barley, chicken broth and split pea, gazpacho, tomato, clam chowder and potato, chicken noodle, beef noodle, egg drop and ramen cup, miso, gumbo, leek and pho. Grab a bowl and taste the magic. Slurp even this.